Torso Gaming.
How's it going, everybody? Happy Sunday. Gonna play us a little bit of some Atari today, uh, which is fitting since it's called Atari Night. So I guess that probably fits the bill. Um, we're gonna play both the 2600 and the 7800. Of course, I'm gonna play the. I have a 7800 plus, which I'll play my physical on, but I also have emulation for ones I don't have, which is quite a bit of them actually. So, anyways, let's see. Start off by saying hello to everybody. Uh, Papa Pete's first. Congratulations, Pete, for being first. Savner's here. PJ Smith. Hey, PJ. Jeff's here. Go Game Go. Good to see you guys. See who we got here. Retro Gamer's here. Hey, Retro Gamer, how you doing? And that. Oh, hey, Junebug. Junebug's here. Hey, Junebug, how you doing? Let me get myself situated here. I was playing Robotron before we come on, so that's going to be the first game I'm going to play is Robotron 2084 for the 7800. The only thing that was pissing me off is I was trying to find my stick because you can use it's hard it's easier for me to do this, but I use the 7800 stick to for it, and then I use the regular Atari stick, just to stick with one button, and that way I can use it like like a twin shooter, stick shooter, like in the arcade. But I couldn't find my Atari joystick. I'm not sure. I mean, it's got to be around here. I'm just not sure where it's at, and I didn't feel like goofing around with it. So, yeah, this is a good version. That's I didn't like it at first because of not using the twin sticks, but once I got used to it, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, I was quick to judge it just because it wasn't two sticks like the arcade. But yeah, other than that, once you get used to it, it's actually pretty good. Hey, Lone, how you doing? Almost didn't see you come in here. I just happened to see PJ said scone, so I was like, oh, that must mean Lone Scone's in there. Or like I like to call you sometimes as Lone Star, which I still don't know why that comes to mind when I first say your name. All right, let's get her started. We'll do we'll do intermediate one player. You guys can. Oh shit! I was moving around, took my eyes off the prize. Gotta save the humans. Oh. Ah, damn it. That's what I gotta get used to. Sometimes when I'm sitting there firing, if I'm not pointed right at the right direction to where I need to be, then I mess up. Oh, hell, I ran into the big guy. That was my fault. You can't shoot him. Try to get over here and get her. Always try to shoot these little glowy, oh shit, the little glowy things, because if not, apparently I'm going to have to play this again because I'm just doing crappy right now. Oop. This is what I didn't want to happen, but yeah, I'm definitely playing this again. I always get nailed by the brains. All right, let's see. Yeah, we'll do that one more time. Yeah, I'm wondering if I could. Nah, I was going to try another way to do twin sticks, but yeah, I'll just stick to this way. Like I said, I prefer to twin sticks, but what are you going to do? Oop. Oh, you talking about Saxon by Champ Games? Yeah, that thing is... That blew me away when I seen that. I can't believe how good they done that. It's always amazing what them guys can pull off on the 2600. Oh. I'm going to get my ass killed if I don't get these guys here pretty soon. Oh, there's one over there. Oh, shit. One of them little blinky balls got me. Okay, we got rid of them. Alright, we're in the brain level. I hate the brain level. Oh, jeez. They buzzed around and got me. Ah, man. Now it's like I'm gonna get all messed up being in this level. You dirty brain bastards. God bless it. Damn, I hate them things. Yeah, I forget who I seen was showing it off. The Saxon. But yeah, I think it was yesterday, the day before I seen it. Like I said, it is just straight out amazing. Let's go ahead and do it one more time. For shits and giggles. Hey, Pierre, how you doing? Good to see you. See you stuck in there, Pierre. Go down and get this. I don't know why these people are running around here anyways. Can't they see there's killer robots everywhere? Oh, crap. Terrible. Gotta get these guys out of here before they cream me. There we go. And then, oh, there he is. Oop. Get over here and get her. Oh, hell, the brains. Ah. Oh, crap. Damn it. I was like, man, I'm getting close to the level and I jinx myself. Ah, jeez. Okay, well, we don't have any of them guys. Oh, crap, I ran right into him. There you go. I mean, for me, to be getting on wave 6 ain't too bad. Hey, hi, Cyrus. How you doing? Yeah, well, it depends on what you're doing, Cyrus. I get that way, too. It's like, if you're having fun, it's all of a sudden, it's just like, boom, time passes. Alrighty, let's see. Yeah, if any other guys didn't see, Cyrus was doing Batman, which I like that game too. So, keeping with the shooters, why don't we just do Frenzy for the 7800? Let's see what we have here. One player. Oh. Better get out of here before Otto comes and gets my ass. Oh. I don't know what I'm using this 7800 pad. For some reason, shooting straight like that, to the side is a pain in the ass. I don't know if it's just my stick or the pad I have or what. I prefer to use the stick. Which if this keeps up, I'm going to look for it. Come on. Stop giving me grief. Oh. Oh, damn it. I'm busy doing something, Otto. Yeah, I don't know if it's just... Maybe I gotta take this stupid stick off. Let me try it with just the D-pad. I don't know if that it's the stick that does it on there. Oop. This is also I play. My left hand is not as good as my right hand. It's something I've had damage for a long time, so sometimes it's just that. Oh, get the hell out of here before Otto comes and gets my ass. Ah, almost got it. Almost bit it right there. I got lucky. Oh. Go up here. Oh, that sucked. All right. I got to stop. There. I've been looking for my stick, and here what it was is it was just behind something. Jesus. I couldn't find it. That's one of my exes used to always bitch at me about because she said, you just look, and if it's not, directly in front of you, if it's behind something, you don't notice it. And I was like, yeah, whatever. And then I thought about it later on. I was like, I think she was right. That is how I am. Not in my line of sight. It doesn't exist. Get this plugged in. I'll be happier playing it with this for sure. All right. On pauses. Of course, I was going to get killed. So. Oh. My stick working? All right. Yeah, I agree with you, Cyrus. If you're talking about Frenzy or Berserker, they're great on the ColecoVision. Man, they're coming. They're coming for me. They running. Oh, man, I got lucky on that too. No, there. That's what I want. Oh. Why in the hell am I going there since the door is closed? Oh. Oh, shit. Moved up like a dumbbell. Horrible. Making rookie mistakes. Like to get them all, but hey, you know what? If I could get out of here alive. Oh shit. Ah, no. Run away. Yeah, it works a lot better with the joystick than using that. Like I said, I don't know if it's because my left hand is not as nimble and it's a little messed up compared to my right hand, and so it seems to affect my thumb. Which it's fine for certain things, but like with this, I don't know if it's just I don't feel it right when I'm on that pad or what the problem is. But yeah, there's something where I'm not getting, I'm not correctly moving where I need to move. Like I said, I have a tendency to blame the pad for the 7800, but it might just be me. All right, let's see. As we'll go from one shooter to the next, a different type of shooter though. But one of my one of my favorite games for the 2600. Hey, CC Mental, how you doing? Good to see you. I think I might have played this last time, but you know what? I like it, so I'm gonna play it again. I was always happy with the way this game turned out for the 2600 because it's like, yeah, it doesn't look anything like the arcade in a sense. I mean, you get an idea of what it is, but it's just the gameplay's fantastic on it. And that's all that counts. Oops. Ooh. Yeah. Wish I had Millipede. I had that, before, but I've been trying to collect all the games that I used to own. Millipede's one of them, but I haven't got that one yet. Oh, shit. Shit. Nah. Oh, damn, spider got me. He's more harsh. The spider's more harsh in the arcade, though. I swear in the arcade, it's just like he beams towards you every damn time he comes out. No matter where you're at. Damn it, I was trying to get that spider and mess myself up. Went on a spider hunt. Down that time, little bastard. Oh, man. That was a bummer. Oh, I got a free guy when I got killed. Oh. That was a lucky shot there. I like to claim credit for being a masterful planner on that, but I wasn't. I actually just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Oh, right into the spider. There we go. Well, like I said, I'd love Centipede and Millipede. Loved them in the arcade, too. Let me get a drink of my coffee here. Yeah, I have to hook the ColecoVision up one of these days. I've got quite a bit of cartridges for it, and I've been getting games from Opcode Games, some of the newer ones, and I also have what the hell? It's a Atari something, but it's a flash cart for the ColecoVision, and I have that, and that thing's loaded up. Then they're trying to look in this where I've got my cartridges at, and I'm blind as a bat, and I don't know what I thought I was going to see. You know what? Let's play a little Xevious. I'm a big fan of Xevious. Not that great at it, but I love the game. We'll pick novice, since I am a novice. Yeah, the Atari Max. Thank you, PJ. Oh shoot, I keep forgetting this actually needs both buttons. All right, let's pause this damn thing. Ugh. That was my bad. Yeah, I never played novice on here. I just noticed that it really does not. It doesn't have a lot of the enemies on screen. Tried to get in the middle of that thing, but it didn't work out as well as I planned on it. Oh. Missed it? Oh, hell. Oh, shit. Damn, the thing. Oh, the one over at the side got me. Got a free dude. We like free guys. Oop. Yeah. Got killed. Ah, oh, damn it. Damn it. Oh, God, I missed him twice. Ah, damn it. I start getting up pretty far, and then all of a sudden, it's just like my lives start going one after another. Oh, geez. I shouldn't have went down for him. Got my ass handed to me. That'll teach me. Like I said, I do love Xevious, though. I love it in the arcade. The graphics, of course, are way better in the arcade, and but the so are the sounds. Here, I was going to play Berserk for the 2600 because I have that as well. I actually have both versions of it. I have the new version with the sound on it, and then I have the original version of it that came out. There's slight differences in them too, because in the newer version, I mean, it's not just the voice, but also you can fire diagonally, which means they also can too. Oop. See, damn it. That's what I'm talking about. It's like sometimes I'm just not. It's like I'm trying to push down, but it was shooting diagonally. Now, as I said, it might be my thumb because it's messed up, but. Oh, I ran into the wall. I must have. Oh, I must have picked a difficult. I can't remember if I picked one that doesn't have auto on it. We'll see here in a minute. Oh, and then I ran into the wall. Ah! No, I wonder if. Let's see. Okay, I'm done. Let me see if I never tried this. I don't know if it makes a difference. Do, 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 do. Yep, doesn't work. I guess I'm just gonna have to switch controllers based on the game. Oh, wee. He reset that. Here I was sitting there talking about it, but I didn't do it. Was oh, I'm gonna have to start it over, I guess. All right. So where we at? Oh, I went right past it. All right, so there's level one. Level two. I don't know if level two's with auto or we'll see. Yeah, there he is. Good old auto. Oh shit. Gotta get down there. Auto's gonna. Oh crap. Screw you, auto. Don't let that smile fool you. Otto's an asshole. He's not nice. Oh sh. Huh. I thought you could only shoot Otto in Frenzy, but I guess you could shoot him here. Maybe this is something I didn't remember. Screw you, Otto. Yeah, I'm using a 7800 plus. Oh shit, Otto. Ah. Otto. Yeah, I've got this the 2600 plus as well, but which is kind of weird because I mean the 2600 is what I had. I never had a 7800, but I like the aesthetics of the 7800 better than the 2600 on the plus systems. Plus, it is nice that the 7800 plus has a pause feature on it. I have the wireless one. I just don't. I had my dongle somewhere around here. I'm not sure where it's at, but I do have it. 'Cause. Not sure where I put it at. It's around here somewhere. I got it straight. I've got a table here off to the side of me, and this is where I got all my consoles at, and I had it arranged better, but then they just started piling up. So now I've got them all kinds of miscombobulated, so it's harder to find stuff. Oh, you can use it on your Sprint. I didn't know that. That's nice. Thanks, Jeff. I like that. I like that too. That came out pretty good. I like old ET on the. What the hell's that? Let me check something real quick, guys. Let me get that kicked up. That's not what I wanted. I don't know if you guys didn't see what Jeff's talking about. Is this here? I made that box art for tonight, and I was telling Jeff it took me. I put in like took me a couple minutes putting in the description. I put in there transfer this picture face to this box, blah blah blah. It was relatively easy to do. It took me about a minute or two to type in the info, and then boom, it came out actually good the first time. And I don't know if you ever messed around with this stuff, but it doesn't always come out the way you want it to. You got to be kind of descriptive of it. But hey, Obs, how's it going? But yeah, that was my crowning achievement. I was pretty proud of that myself. All righty, let's get back to playing. Oh, hey, Luke, I didn't see you come in. Good to see you too. All right, so we played that. Let's I'm trying to think if I'm gonna play another bout of it or well, I'll go ahead and put the other one in. But this is the original that came out with it. No, no, I didn't fight and argue with my with I actually used Gemini for that. Nah, it's amazing what you could do if you actually just like I said, you can't expect it to know what you want to do. You just have put in the right keywords and it'll kind of follow along with what you want to do. Um, it's a nice tool to have for especially for somebody like me. I don't have any creative talent whatsoever, and it's not like I can afford to pay somebody to do that stuff for me. If I could, I would. But yeah, I like it. For certain things, I don't use it. Yeah, I try to use it sparingly. I don't try to go nuts with it. But now this is the original one, and like I said, it. I don't think the. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think the robots fire diagonally. I think that was one of the differences between the that newer version with the voice and this one. And plus, of course, it lacks the voice. Yeah, see, I'm up here and it's not doing anything. Yeah. I moved down too far. I forgot to hit auto. They have auto in here. But, this again was another good port. Is it exactly like Berserk? No, but for the Atari 2600, it was pretty cool. Oh, no. Made a dumb mistake there. Oh, come on. You want to come for me. Damn it. I knew he was going to get me. I should have went over to the other side. But anyways, like I said, that's the difference is the robots don't fire diagonally, and then also you don't have the voice. So that was a nice little add-in by Atari on the re-release of it. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they played paid Stern for Berserk, but they had to get their monies out of it. I'll play some Dark Caverns. This is a game that I like, Dark Caverns. And then I think one of my videos I talked about the history of it. And if I and excuse me if I'm not remembering right, but from what I remember was Dark Chambers. Was it came out? I think it was a couple years before Gauntlet came out, and it was actually called something else. I forget what the name is, but it went by another name. And then Atari come out with Gauntlet, and the guy that came out with Dark Chambers, with the name before what it was beforehand, sued Atari for copyright infringement or stealing his game basically. And so Atari. He won the lawsuit. Atari paid him, but it was rumored that what they paid him with is they paid him with the Gauntlet arcade machine. And I was like, well, why the hell would you just take that? How would he should have got? Gauntlet became a pretty big deal after a while, and I mean it's still put on different cartridges digitally of that. It still comes out. But yeah, I mean, that was, and I don't, like I said, that's the rumor. I don't know exactly, it's not like they had the guy that actually did it say what it was, but it does. If he did that though, I feel bad for him. That's all he took. I mean, I like it. I like the Gauntlet, and the arcade machine was, badass, but yeah, I'd rather have got some money for it. Because, this isn't exactly Gauntlet, but you could see where Gauntlet came from. This is one of them things where, Gauntlet improved on it in certain ways. Oop. Yeah, see it here, like in Gauntlet, them are, the potions. But in here, that's where the wizards come out of. I don't know why the hell I'm goofing around with this. I gotta get in here and kill these guys. Stop messing around. And then unlike Gauntlet, you know how Gauntlet, well, because basically it was the arcade machine, your health could be replenished with quarters, of course, but they were also, there was a number value to your health. And here it's that green bar, and that shows your health. And as it goes down, of course, your health goes down. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Luke. It's Dandy's It. That's what it was called. Yeah, I couldn't even think of the name. I would have thought about it. I would have asked you. You're pretty good on having a lot of the history of the games and that. Like I'd look at certain things. I'll learn the history about them a little bit, but I'm not, you know, I don't know a crap load of history of a lot of the games. I can't even remember why I came across the Dandy thing. I don't. Well, I think I'm already at full health, so it's not letting me grab it. I think like there was. Oh yeah, you know what it was is it was because I was looking up some of these games. I looked up this Tiger Helix. Yeah, certain ones like that. I kind of did get a little bit of a more of a backstory on them. I used to watch videos of people, you know, discussing the histories a lot because I mean a lot of it is fascinating. You know, where people came up with their ideas for these games, and you know, especially like you know, I the Atari story was always fascinating to me because, um, you know, well, basically because I grew up like an Atari, but when you find out how they ran the company, you know, I mean, back then it wasn't like it is now, where programmers are treated better and paid. You know, some of them are well, some of them are paid accordingly. You know, back then them guys hardly got shit, even though they were the ones, you know, basically making all the money for the company. You look at guys like David Crane, you know, I mean, his name became synonymous with Activision. But Atari, yeah, that's why they had to put the Easter egg in a venture because they didn't, you know, they didn't let the developers put their names on the game. But getting my ass chewed up, wasn't paying attention to it. Got to be a little bit more careful. I'm gonna get my ass killed. That's what it is. You shoot the hearts, you get this ladder that goes down, but it actually doesn't go down. It just creates another monster that comes out. Yeah, I agree with you on that, Luke. The industry always fascinates me. I mean, especially when you sit there and look at, you know, where the industry started. You know, back when I was growing up, and you know, the Atari came out, and then you know, as it grew or whatever, you know, the video game industry. It took a bit until Oh, geez, I thought I could get over there by that way. Um, there was money being made, but then man, it just leaps and bounds because there was a time where video games was down way below movies. Let's say in the the industry, but I mean, now you look at it and video games, the amount that video games generate compared to movies is ridiculously. I mean, it's video games are in the position that movies was in when video games first started out. I mean, it's just they're so much farther ahead of movies now. It's not even funny. And hence the reason why some of the voice actors for the games are as well known within the gaming industry as actors are for movies. Yeah, see, that's one of them things came out. That's just so weird too. It's like, you know, I'll be I'll be turning 60 this year. And where I think here in, the years to come, somebody my age playing video games still is not going to be it's not going to be uncommon. But the way it is right now, because we had to, I came in on the infancy of this thing. Um, I was telling, I've told Jeff and them before, I hardly know anybody, well, except on here, that my age playing video games. All my friends don't. I mean, and a lot of them don't understand YouTube or any of this stuff. And, but like I said, that's just because where I came, when I came in, it just started and it was, it wasn't as big as it is now. And, and people, I think, like I said, I think you'll find more 60-year-olds in 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 60-year-old playing video games is being commonplace. Where now it's frowned on, and but that's true with also the what I call the nerd populace. It's just being a nerd what was made you a outcast basically back in the day, because I mean, if I've told people it's like, being that I'm single, I said, how am I going to ever meet anybody? I mean, I bring I bring a woman over here, and it's like coming to a playground. I got all kinds of craps that, in here that they wouldn't understand, and just would look at me weird. Yeah, and then I told my one friend, I told her, I said, yeah, I basically still dress as I did when I was 14. Prime example is I got my Atari shirt on today, but I mean, this is common. I have, different video game shirts or whatever, but yeah, I dress basically like have since I was 14, just, wearing the same, video game related stuff and what have you. Kind of hard to get a woman to be interested on that, or put up with one that way. Let's put it that way too. Imagine I could probably get somebody to start coming over here that would start telling me I need to get rid of this. You need to stop doing that. You need to grow up. Okay. Well, and that's a good point too, Luke. Is it's also you look at some of the movies too. You know, sometimes the the movie industry gets into making video games makes in depth games, but they're still fun to play. Where movies make some movies where they try to be what I say is artsy, but it's not good. And a prime example of this, and sorry if offends anybody. I'm not trying to offend your taste. This is just my viewpoint on it. But one of the biggest movies that I people were talking about that I went to see was Birdman. And people all over the place. Birdman, Birdman. You got to see Birdman. And I like Michael Keaton, so thought I'd go see Birdman. In my opinion, and like I said, this is just my opinion. Birdman sucked. That was a horrible movie. Now, they go, oh well, you just don't understand the metaphors and this and that. Yeah, I did. I understand where they were going at. I understood. I understood the metaphors completely. It still didn't make it a good film. It just was awful film. I like a movie that has me thinking. And that's I like all types of movies. But when you get into something like that, I mean, I really don't care about it. That's just not my cup of tea. Now, no, I know other people like it, so I mean, that doesn't mean hey, stop making that stuff. But yeah, there's just sometimes it's the cookie cutter formula they use as well. I was talking to I think it might have been Jeff about or somebody about the Hangover movies. Now, I enjoyed the Hangover movies, but all three Hangover movies were basically the same movie. Same premise, same everything, oh, we went out, got drunk, something happened, and we don't remember what happened the night before we went it. Now, for making me laugh and just sit down, that's what I watch it for. Am I going to learn anything from it? No. It's not going to teach me anything at all. But so there is, I as well enjoy some of that stuff as well. As much as I like, it to be intelligent, I also like my potty humor. So you give me a dumb movie that makes me laugh, I'm happy as hell. But I think so. With video games, it's like there's a way to deal with certain issues without making it like you're learning something or like you're getting it shoved down your throat, I guess is about the best way I could put it. I don't mind when, there's lessons to learn, but it doesn't feel like I'm being force fed it. Yeah, Junebug, that's what's cool about you too, is that that you come on here and you watch it. Cause see, like I told Jeff, if my mom was alive today, there's no way she'd be watching me on YouTube. Um, I remember, my dad was a truck driver, and he was a guy that had to quit school at 13 because he had a family of 13 he had to take care of because my grandfather was a drunkard. He drank a lot and smoked a lot. That's all he done. He didn't really give a shit about anything. So my dad had to go out and help feed the family because there was 13 of them. And so my dad was a hardworking type of guy that was also into no nonsense. He just didn't have time for that stuff. And watching me play video games was probably was like a culture shock. He couldn't understand it. He would come in and try to see what I was doing, but yeah, he just couldn't keep his interest too long because it was something so out of his wheelhouse that he just didn't deal with it. But and my mom was the same way. She didn't care. She bought me video games. So it's not like she didn't entertain my hobby. They were real good on supplying me with video games. I'd get games a lot. computers, systems and what have you. Why I lived at the house. Yeah, they were good about that. But yeah, did they understand what my hobby? Nope, not at all. Didn't want to learn about it. Didn't care about it. Oh, that's cool, Luke. Yeah, like I said, I wish I would have had that, but my mom just that wasn't her thing. Yeah, I just forgot that. Yeah, I guess it would have been better if I used a two button controller because I can't uh, use the bombs. I mean, I've been getting by without using them, but so from now on, I'm just going to have to shoot them because it's better to use them that way than not at all. Because I'm just carrying these things around and they ain't no use to me. I, I told Jeff many times, I said, yeah, I think to my dad, I was a big disappointment. Even though he loved me and never would have told me that. But being the way, how he was and then how I was, yeah, it had to just been, it had to make him sad sometimes. All right, there, got killed. Yeah, that's a shame when that happens. Because, like I said, my dad and mom wasn't anti-gaming per se; they just didn't give a shit about it. But they did supply me and everything. And like I said, my dad continued to love me, even though I was probably a disappointment. But yeah, it just that's the thing with it with any of this stuff. Some people just have don't understand certain hobbies and just don't get it. And I understand that. But when you treat your kids like they're little morons or something like that, that's the sad part. Just ran over my cord with the my seat. Yeah, I was just sitting there. I found that dongle. I think it was Salvador. I was saying because I told him I have the wireless controller for the 7800, and I just didn't remember where the dongle was. Here it was in my where my games were at. All right, let's pull out of here. Well, we might as well go old school. This is the first arcade game I had for the 2600, which I probably most people's back in the day first experience with an arcade game for the 2600 Space Invaders. Because when that came out, man, the Atari 2600 sales jump up all over the place. Yeah, I might project that more June bug than the probably two because, like I said, my dad never treated me any differently. He didn't treat me like a weirdo or nothing like that. I mean, my dad was always pretty good with me. It's just that I go by the fact that he was a dude that loved sports and here he had his nerdy son on the computer all the time and that. But like I said, he Christmas time, well, anytime, they would pick me stuff up all the time. But my whole Atari collection and my Atari 400 collection and all that stuff was from them. They used to go buy me stuff all the time, and I had my parents were very generous. I had a good childhood, so we weren't rich, but we did well enough where I never wanted anything. And I was never a greedy kid, anyways. I had games that I wanted, but I never was like, oh, I want all this. I didn't want everything. It's just I was selective on what I wanted. So, all right, it's not working. Oh, you got to hit the reset button. My bad. Oh, jeez, killed right away. I did put the difficulty up, so yeah, maybe I should put that down because apparently I suck. Where this ain't gonna work if I'm doing it this way. I jumped it up too high of a difficulty for myself. Got to hit that. Yeah, I think I got this, and then it wasn't too long after this. That's when asteroids came out, and I picked them up because that's what that's mostly what I collected for the 2600 was arcade games. I had other stuff, but I was I was in the arcade a lot back then. So, and matter of fact, that's probably what I used when I was wanting this for a present was telling them that well, I go to the arcade a lot, and this will save me some money, even though it didn't, because I was still going to the arcade. Jeez, missed it. No, just missed it again. I was trying to shoot that bottom one. I hit the top one, which is cool, but that's too. It's like I got. What sucks is we have this ability to get with through emulation is to play like basically all the games that we ever played in the arcade or what have you. But there's one goddamn game I can't play. It pisses me off. Every time I look for it, I can't find it, or it's something different than what it is. But it was I used to play a game in the arcade. I think it was by Sega, but it was called Monaco GP. And man, I love that game. Used to play the shit out of it. And it was one of the biggest quarter eaters, that I used to play. Oh, I better get it this time. But I did read once somewhere that a system did have it, and I think it wasn't the it was Sega's system before the Master System. I forget what the hell that thing's called. But supposedly that had a version of it on there. Now, how good it was, I don't know. But that's the only place I heard that had it. And of course, I never had that system, so that didn't help me. Yeah, anytime I look for ROMs of it, I can never find it. Ah, missed it. Oh. Yeah, I think that's it, Pete. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, Cyrus. Yeah, see, the only, like I said, the only thing I had known was that where Pete was talking about was the SG 1000. I had seen had a copy of it, but yeah, I didn't know. Oh no, that was Luke. Sorry, that said that. No, well, Pete did too. Um, but yeah, no, I didn't know it was on the. There was on PlayStation 2. I might have to look because I have an emulator for PlayStation 2. I just don't get any games for it. But I would use it just for that. Because like I said, that was just, that was just a game I loved back in the day. I used to play the hell out of that thing. If I could find it, man, that'd be great. Because see, that's what I was looking for. Was I figured with all the Sega's, um, you know, collections that they had, it would be on one of them, and I just couldn't find anything. I'm about to get my ass handed to me here in a minute. Oh, that was being a dum dum. Yeah, I'm gonna hook up my wireless. See if maybe it just operates a little bit better than the wired one. Because, like I said, it just could be my thumb being messed up. Could be a charge in it. This is my box of that's what I got my Atari 2600 800 games in. I don't have them alphabetical or anything of that nature. You know what? We played the last week. We played the 7800 version of Popeye. Might as well play the Atari 2600 version of it. I used to play this a lot in the arcade too. Look at them graphics. Oh, thank you, Cyrus. I appreciate it. You're gonna make this old man happy. Like I said, I've been looking for a version. Ah, jeez, forgot to hit it. I've been looking for a version of it for so long. Now this is again, you know. Oh shit, that was my fault. Of course, you know, compared to the arcade, this is horrendous. But gameplay-wise, it plays like the arcade game, so that's cool. Except unless you suck like I do, but you can't blame the game for that. That's my fault. Am I hitting the wrong button? I think it was. Let's see. No, it's supposed to be the same one. I mean, you can use either one or the other. The Popeye tune's is horrible on this. Yeah, I think it's just my timing on the punches is a little off on this. Oh man, I went back down the stairs instead of continuing. I'd have been all right. I did notice. Oh crap, that was a stupid. How many players do you get? Man, they're pretty generous on the extra guys. Run! Ah, that was horrible too. Poor Popeye. I didn't do him justice. Oh, if Cy wants to get something to me, I don't know, Cyrus, you belong to Jeff's Discord, or do you use that very often? Because I was going to say, if you use Discord, you can send it to Jeff. He can send it to me. Thanks, Luke. All right, let's get old Popeye out of there. Two. Trying to figure out which one to do. I think I might as well do Phoenix. Phoenix is not too bad for the Atari 2600. Oh, jeez. Let me reset that. Oh, hit the wrong button. Oh, it's not the button. What am I saying? I think, isn't it push up for the, or is it down for the shields? That was horrible. Oh, geez, that was terrible. Mm, playing badly. I like how I say I'm playing badly just to try to, like, I don't play badly a lot. Oh, one more. Oh, geez, that was horrible. I'll play one more time. Damn it. I gotta redeem myself. Every time I'm hitting that shield, I'm actually not trying to do that. I said that's where I'm seeing that it is something with my thumb when I'm using this thing. I keep hitting it when I'm not even thinking I am. So that's a thumb injury. Oh, that was just dumb. I don't even know why I went there. Oh. I see. That's terrible. Don't mean to hit it, and yet there I go. That was just trying to force it. All right. Well, I suck at this apparently. Actually, I've done better sometimes, but yeah, I'm not hitting it today. But what do you expect? I was playing Hubert last night on Dreamcast, which I love Hubert on here. Well, might as well see what they were up against with Hubert on the Atari 2600. Oh, hey JN, how you doing? Appreciate you stopping in there. I didn't see you stop in. Oop, I think I jumped too early. No, I got him. Oh, that was dumb. That's where I got jumpy and jumped without looking. Oh, I did it again. Dum dum. Oh no, that was just dumb again. Mm-mm-mm. Poor timing, poor jumping. Oh, did I just jump off there? Yeah, I must have. Bummer. So it happens when you don't pay attention. Jumped off and committed suicide. Killed poor little Cubert. That was another game I used to play in the arcade a lot. Well, if I'm not mistaken, I have. I think I got the physical of Demon Attack. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, when you had the Atari 2600 when this game came out, man, your mind was blown. All the colors, the motions of it. That's the thing is if you wanted to get original games and pushing the envelope, it was the third parties. Activision, iMagic. Oh. Oh. Ah, shit. Should have knew he was going to come over and get me. That's dumb too. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, and then I just stood there like a dummy after I came back. And he's, oh shit, he didn't get me, but then he got me. Right in the way. Doing all good up until then, and everything fell apart really quick. Oh, come on, you guys. It take a bit. It just seemed like it kept moving out of my way. Knew I'd get them sooner or later. No. Ah. I think that's always been like one of my favorite parts of Demon Attack is like, you know, the way the random movements of them doesn't make it, you know, easy sometimes to hit them, which is what you want. Oh, cornered myself by being over there. Okay. I always like these ones here, the big mouse. They're definitely colorful. Oh, that could have been a disaster. Oh. Oh, I was horrible. Oh, geez, I went right back over there. Oh, and then I went right back into it. Oh, I thought it was Goner. Oh, there we go. Oh well, what am I gonna do? I'm still happy with it. Woo, feeling through some games here. Well, it helps because, like I said, I kind of suck at a few of these, so they're not. It's not like I'm playing along on them. Oh, here's a game that kicks my ass. I love the game, but it's Junior Pac-Man. All right, Pete. It was good seeing you. I appreciate you stopping by. You have a good one. All right, here we go. This is where I'll get murdered. Oh, that hesitation cost me. Oh, no. Oh, terrible. Do one more of that. We'll do one more embarrassing run for me. I should have used the stick. I'm using the 7800 pad, which is not the most precision equipment for this. Yep. Oh, I already got this pellet. Oh, crap. Got myself cornered. Yeah, like I said, it's not the most precision thing on here. That's why I'm trying to make some turns and it doesn't go where I want it to go. Oop. All righty. Yeah, I think that's enough. That's enough embarrassment for one night. But it's a good game. I mean, especially if you played the original Pac-Man. Miss Pac-Man is fantastic, and then this game was good too. Bigger maze, faster. Um, so it's like I said, it's tough. I should have used the joystick for this instead of the pad. But even then, it wouldn't have been like I had to put up some amazing numbers on it. It's still, I'm not that great at it, but I do like it. It's a good game. Anyways, we're getting close to 10. I appreciate everybody stopping in. Thank you very much for joining me for tonight and checking out some Atari 2600 and 7800 games. Um, I think next Sunday when I do this, we'll do. I might do more emulation because that way we have way more games to choose from. Because we just have whatever collection I have right now, and but yeah, I have that all set up and ready to go, so we can use that. And there's a lot, because there's a lot of the games I haven't played yet. A lot of the third party games that I never played or seen. I always get surprised by certain games for the 2600 and the 7800. All right, let's see. Let's go back to this screen. All right, I was going to go up. I always do this at the end of the show. Show these. These are people that I watch their YouTube channels. They do retro games as well, and they all do different things. So there might be something on here that you got, that you might be interested in. But the top guy's Papa Pete, the old guy gamer. He does a show every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time to 9:30 Eastern time. He does it with Go Game Go Jeff. They basically just play some Intellivision games, different home brews. Pete's always got different things. He's either picking a certain developer or a certain genre or what have you, and he'll play through the Intellivision games and that. And when you're in there, you can shout out games you want to play, and if he has it, he'll play it, and he pretty much probably does because he's got quite a sizable collection. But yeah, they go not head to head basically because they're both playing the game but on different screens. But yeah, you get to see two different playing styles and seeing two guys play, plus chatting and that about games and upcoming Intellivision games and that. But he also has almost a, I think it's complete or it's almost complete. I always forget. Of the OG Xbox collection, which he has shows he does of the different alphabet letters, like all the A games, B games, C games. He does that as well. He's been known to play ColecoVision and Atari on there as well. Below him is Jeff. That's Go Game Go. Jeff does he does Nintendo Switch. Predominantly, I mean, he does Switch or Switch 2, but he plays on the Switch 2. And it's like he had a show today at 1 Eastern, where he used to do a podcast. It's basically like a video podcast now. He does 3 or 4 games. He tries to pick ones that you might not have heard of, ones you may be familiar with, ones that you might have heard about a while ago, but maybe forgot about. And he'll play them, and then he also goes through the store and he looks for deals, and he'll tell you which games that hey, I played this. It's a pretty good game. That's a really good deal. Try to pick that up if you can. That type of deal. He does that all the time. And then he does on Wednesdays, which I do along with a bunch of other guys. Is Jeff does Mario Kart World, and that's on Wednesdays at 8 Eastern time to 9:30 Eastern time. And but it's an open game if you come in there, because there's like 10 of us or so that play all the time, but you can fit 24 people in the race, so there's always openings. But all you got to do is come in there. He usually has a code in his description, or you can ask him for it and you can join the game and play with us. But yeah, if you like Mario Kart World, that's always been a good time. But he, like Papa Pete, he's got a bunch of videos on there on his channel, shorts, gameplay videos, what have you. So all you have to do is just take a gander on there and see if he's somebody you like. If you do, like and subscribe. They're both good guys. Down below him is Megatron Plays. Megatron plays Atari. She plays Sega Master System. She plays other systems as well. But she does do a lot of Atari, especially Atari 2600. And then on Fridays, she does a podcast with Derek from Derek Pixelatorium. And they do that I think it's Friday at 1 Eastern time when they do that. But she goes, Go check her channel out. She's got all that information on there. You can see the stuff that she does and see if she's somebody you're interested in. And if you are, like and subscribe. Next to her is Off Grid Arcade. Predominantly does pinball. He does other systems as well, but he has a Hellacious pinball setup. You can go check that out. He plays pinball FXM, which I forget. I think they call it FX Midnight now. But yeah, that's the Zen tables, and they're. I mean, if you ever play digital pinball, they're really nice tables. Next to him is Famous and Crispy. That's Chris. Chris does a show at Wednesdays. I think it's don't hold me to this, but I think it's 5 Central till is it 6:30 Central? I think he plays. But yeah, if you go to his page, you'll find out what his time is. He does it every Wednesday. His wife plays every Friday. 8. I think it's 7 Central. She plays Tamagotchi. Is it Tamagotchi? I always say the name wrong. Tamagotchi. Dachi. I play the game and I don't even know how to say the name sometimes. But she plays that every Friday. You can go in there and Chris is in there too. He hangs out with her, but she sets up the player, the people in her village, and she goes through, the drama that goes on with that game is there. She tells you who's in love with who doesn't like who, all that stuff. So it's a good time. So go check that out. And then Chris, when he's on, he's playing retro games, and sometimes he has his buddy once a month, Josh, come on, and they play 2-player games. And then right next to him is Luke's Awakening. Luke plays. He was doing N64. He had a what do you call it? The analog 3D. But yeah, the other day I was just watching him play the Wii U. So he has other systems he's playing, and I had heard that he was going to start getting into other stuff. But Luke's entertaining guy. He very informative on some of the games. He'll tell you, stuff that he knows about it. The backstory, history of it. But yeah, he's a good dude to go watch. He does. I can't tell you. Say I have him on my alerts. So I can't tell you exactly when he does a show. But just go to his page. That's Luke's Awakening. All that information will be on there, and check him out. And if you like him, subscribe, like him. Next to him is Derek Pixatorium. That's who does a show with Megan. Plus, he does his own channel. Go check him out. Same thing as everybody else. You want to find out when his shows are on, because again, I have him on like I do everybody on alerts. So sometimes I don't know when their shows are. It's just they pop up. But that's Derek Pixatorium. Down below him is Diamex Retro Gamer. That's Pierre. Pierre is every Monday and Tuesday. He does 7:30. 6:30 to 7:45 Eastern time. On Mondays he does the television. On Tuesday he does. It could be a Atari 2600. Could be a 7800. It could be N64. He does different systems, but that's he puts up on, he's pretty good on regularly giving you advance notice of what he's going to be doing on his channel that night on Tuesday. So you can go check that out. Sometimes too, he's been doing Friday, and it's at the same time. I think it's 6:30 to Eastern to 7:45 Eastern. But he's been doing the Neo Geo sports series is what he's been doing lately. I don't know if he's going to get into other stuff after that, but so that again, if you go to his page, you can see all that information and see if he's doing a show that Friday and he'll have on there what he's going to be playing. And then next to him is Retro Creep. Retro Creep does Atari. He does crafts. He does. He plays the guitar. He's been putting a guitar together, but yeah, he's one of the guys that could take the junk that you might throw out and like a broken toy or whatever, and he can repurpose it into something else. He's pretty crafty and talented that way, and he makes some interesting stuff. So go check his show out. Same thing, You'll find out when he's on. There's other videos he's done that's up there for you to view. You can see some of the projects he's done. The models he might be building or what have you at that time. But and then below him is DJC Game Studios. That is Chuck. Chuck is a entertaining fella. He plays the Intellivision. He plays TurboGrafx, but also Chuck is he does skits, all kinds of skits. he does. He's got all kinds of characters he plays, storylines going on. Chuck is very talented and he's funny in that way. So go check Chuck out. That's DJC Game Studios. The guy's on like 24/7. But I mean, it's like every night at 9:30, I think Eastern, he's popping on, usually doing a show, and he could be later or whatever. And he's also does Rumble, so go check him out on there. And then the on Super Graphics, Super Mega Graphics 64, that is Cyrus. Cyrus is a very funny guy. He does voices. He does great Arnold voices. He has a lot of systems. He's even got, which I bring up all the time, is he's got a Super Graphics, which I had heard of him but never seen one until he got one. Yeah, he plays all. He's got a PlayStation 5 Pro that he plays, but he plays a lot of retro games on that. But he also plays some modern games. He'll do racing games. He does a plethora of stuff on there. So check him out. And let me see there. Okay, Luke's saying that every Friday at 7 is always a guarantee stream. So yeah, so at least on Friday, check him out at 7. Is that Eastern or is that Central Time, Luke? I think it's probably Eastern. Like I said, yeah, give Luke a gander. He does some interesting stuff. He was just playing Minish Cap, which I have, but I thought I had. Actually, turned out I didn't have that, but I never played it either. So, but yeah, I was watching him play, and I actually got interested in it. So I'm gonna play it on the. It's Eastern time. I'm gonna play it on the Switch on the Game Boy or whatever. It's Game Boy Advance or Game Boy on the collection for the hell they call that, their classic systems. So anyways, that's everybody. I always forget. Casey, a television gamer. I haven't put his thing up here yet. He's on at Mondays. I actually do a show on Monday too at 8. But I do right now I'm doing Resident Evil 4 remake. And then y'all do whatever after that. But Casey does a television. And that's why I don't Casey's not, he has a good sized channel. Plus, guys that like in television that go to Casey for whatever, they're not coming to my show. So it's not like we're conflicting or anything like that. They're wanting to be at Casey's and they'll be at Casey. But that's the beauty of replays. If one of these people are on when you watch somebody else, you can always go watch the replay. It still counts. So. But yeah, Casey, the Intellivision gamer, does 8 Eastern. And I can't tell you when he quits because you never know how long. Yeah, a guy could go for 2 hours, 3 hours. Just depends on what he's doing. So, but yeah, he, again, you can go check his channel out. He has a lot of gameplay videos and what have you on there. So, give him a gander in that. And and I always forget to talk about Mr. Postile. Go check out Mr. Postile. Funny guy. He has a good channel. I really like Mr. Postile. Makes me laugh. So, check him out. But yeah, I appreciate everybody being here. You guys are welcome. Thanks, Cyrus. Thanks, Luke, for being here. Let me go through everybody. Let me move my thing up so I can thank everybody that was in the chat. Thanks for Cyrus, Super Mega Graphics 64, Luke's Awakening, Luke. I appreciate you being here. Junebug, as always. Junebug's always here. Jeff's always here. I always appreciate Go Game Go being here. Papa Pete was in. Always appreciate Papa Pete stopping in. Papa Pete's a busy dude too, and he's up in Canada, so he's up like what, an hour different from me. But yeah, he stopped in here for a bit, and was that JNSSMS. I appreciate you stopping in too, buddy. I appreciate that. You're welcome anytime to come in and and hang out and chat. And when I'm playing these games, I always said you guys can always suggest games or whatever, because I'll pick games, but I like having suggestions because I might not know who to I might not know a certain game, or I play certain a lot of arcade games, so I might not get to other ones. So I always appreciate the heads up on it. Dimex Retro Gamer, that was Pierre. He was in here. Always appreciate Pierre being in. He's a good dude. I like Pierre. Known Pierre for a while, and he's a good guy to check out too, in the sense that I think you'll like his banter while he's playing and that. He's very active in his chat, which is always appreciated by people. Let's see, we get in here. CC Mental stopped in. I appreciate CC being here. Obs, Obsidian Contraption. Is it Contraption? Yeah. But I call him Obs. But he stopped in. I appreciate him stopping in. Who else we got here? Savater, of course. Always good to see Savater coming in. Savater's somebody, too, I've known a long time through Papa Pete's channel. PJ Smith, a good guy. PJ does his own stuff as well. And I don't know if PJ, I think he was supposed to get his channel started. I don't know if he's been doing anything. But PJ, he shows up on other people's shows. Sometimes he's on Cyrus's channel when they do I think it's called the Super Something Retro. But PJ Smith is a good dude, and he races with us on Mario Kart Wednesday on Jeff's channel. But he's a good guy and he always cracks me up. He has his humor is almost similar to mine, but he's sarcastic sometimes, which I enjoy. And then let's see. Is that everybody we're getting to? I think so. Just want to make sure. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's everybody that's been in chat. Anyways, I appreciate anybody that stops in the chat. It's always nice for people to come in. Like I said, suggest things, suggest other stuff, that maybe games like I said, I haven't heard or what have you. And, but even if you don't do that, hitting a like, I appreciate, and you don't even have to do that. If as long as you view the video, I know that you had, and that's good for me. But yeah, I mean, likes and subscribe always is appreciated, but not mandatory. But anyways, I hope you all have a good rest of your Sunday. I almost said Wednesday. And then, tomorrow I'll be on at 8 Eastern time. That'll be for the Resident Evil 4 remake, finishing that up. And then I won't be on again until Thursday at 8 Eastern time. I'll be doing my Shenmue 3 playthrough until we finish that up, and then we'll go to something else. And then Saturday is Dreamcast Saturday. 8 Eastern time to 10 o'clock Eastern time, and just playing random Dreamcast games. And then, of course, Sunday is Atari Night, and just playing Atari 2600 and 7800. So anyways, I hope you all have a good evening. I thank you for coming and sharing this with me, and I will see you all later. Have a good evening.